Hello and welcome to today's lecture. We're going to be learning about how to use the flying seed to start a business or starting an endeavor, something along those lines, and then we will briefly review the sunset seeds to make sure everyone understands how to do those. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It should take us about 10 or 15 minutes to go through this lecture. But let's go ahead and get started with new information from Lantos talking about how to use the flying seed for beginning an endeavor. He said, to gain success, one begins with I am. The first step to take is the step which contains fullness. This is the step of I am. Establish first that which contains the full vision of the form. Once this is achieved, the details will unfold with ease. In the beginning, when there is darkness, one calls forth light. Light illumines. Light opens the vision, such that the creation may be seen. When one begins a project, one first introduces light. The greatest light of form is found within the I am. The I am contains all energy, all intelligence, all resources to support and maintain strength and direction of form throughout change and throughout time. The first step to take is to identify inception. When this has been identified, when the I has been located, then all is found. First, we must locate the I. Once we have found the I, we enliven this seed of inception. The seed of inception is the I of the form. And in enlivening this seed, we enlighten the form which is to come. Inception contains fullness. Enlivening the inception seed will bring light to the fullness of form. At times, the inception may be selected. At other times, the inception may be determined. If the inception may be selected, we will carefully choose the seed which best supports the intent or the nature of our endeavor. This may be accomplished through different methods. The first method is one which we may describe as the highest method. This method is the selection of the I through the moon wings at the presence of a gate. In these precious gates of light, the vibrations of the source are picked up most clearly by the moon wings. This is the first method for selection of the seed of inception. The second method is the selection through the moon wings in another location. This will offer direction in the absence of the possibility to perform the selection at a gate. The third selection method is to evaluate the nature of the seeds and the locational lines which are generated. This is the most complex method. All methods will produce positive results. Each method has value. Each method offers fullness. Fullness may be achieved through different paths. There is the path of the heart. This brings fullness. There is the path of the mind. This too may bring fullness. The path of the heart is the one of natural simplicity, while the path of the mind holds complexity. Each path is valid. Each path leads to fulfillment. We select a path and proceed. Yes, the first step on this path of creation of a form, or project, or business, or a structure. The first path, the first step, is the identification of the I, the identification of the seed of inception. This seed initiates the light, and through this light, the vision is revealed. Light. Very good, very good. Cindy asked how we would actually do this. What would we do once we found the inception seed? Lanta said, we will include this seed in our daily performance of seeds. This seed will not replace the individual seeds of the I Am, which are performed in the morning and the evening. We will perform this seed of form at another time during the day. Then Cindy asked, if this is the inception seed, does that mean that it actually directly relates to the inception time of the business, the endeavor, the project, the form? Lanta said, yes, once the inception seed is realized, the time of inception is selected based upon this seed. Finally, Cindy asked, what do we use as the intent when we throw the moon wings? If we're going to throw the moon wings, let fly the moon wings to find the inception seed for a new business, for a new project, for a new endeavor, a new form, what do we use when we throw the moon wings? What's the intent? Lanta said, I am the way. This one intent may be applied when one is questioning the path. Any step along the path, any search for the greatest light and the highest direction may be realized through this singular, powerful intent. I am the way. I am the way. I am the way. Very good. Many blessings. Okay, let's go through this and make sure that we understand each of the steps. So, first off, what is he talking about as far as a project, an endeavor, anything like that? It's simple. Any project that you are starting, whether it is a short-term project, whether it is a long-term project, you can use this technique to best illumine the path. You illumine the path through finding the inception seed and then enlivening the inception seed through the flying seed. And you allow the moon wings to tell you what the inception seed is going to be. So this could be if you're starting a new business, if you're building a new home, if you are starting another project of some sort. Anything where you really want to make sure this project, short-term or long-term, is going to be successful and you want to take the right steps at every point in time. Then you will use this method. So how do we start? We start by finding out what is the inception seed. Let's say that you're going to start a business and you want to know what the inception seed is. You have 3 methods for selecting this. 2 of them involve the moon wings, 1 does not. So the first and best method is go to one of the gates of knowledge. The gate of the West, the gate of the East. The West is in Los Angeles, the East is in Taiwan. The Western gate of knowledge, that's where we're going to be doing the class just next month in a few weeks. The Eastern gate of knowledge in the mountains of Taiwan. Go there, let fly the moon wings. In the presence of the gate of light, the gate of knowledge, the moon wings will provide you the most accurate answer, the best answer possible. If you don't have the opportunity to do that, or if the project just isn't that big, if you're starting a business, you should probably go to one of the gates of knowledge so that you can get the best answer, because this is something that hopefully you would be spending a lot of time and effort building up over the coming decades. But if it's a short-term project, if it's something that you're going to be doing for just a week, and it isn't that important, but you do want the most support possible, then maybe you don't fly out to one of the gates and you just let fly the moon wings at home, in the room where you do your techniques. Perhaps you have a great seal there. Then you let fly the moon wings there. When you use the moon wings, you will use the intent, I am the way. So that means you hold the moon wings, both hands, and then you focus on the intent within your heart, I am the way. You let go of the intent, you let fly the moon wings. They give you the first of the 4 results. Then you pick up the moon wings, focus the intent again. I am the way. Let fly the moon wings, let go of the intent within the heart. You get your second result. Do that 4 times. That gives you the inception seed. So then, once you have the inception seed, what do? You can go to the website, and using the website calculator, you will simply find the next time that would be convenient for the beginning of your project that happens to have the daily seed be that inception seed. So every day you have 1 or 2 seeds that are active as the daily seed. Perhaps the first half of the day is seed 38 and the second half of the day is seed 39. We all know how this works because you have looked up the daily seed many times, so you know how to do this. So the next time the daily seed happens to match your inception seed for the project, let's say that your inception seed is seed number 20. So the next time that seed 20 is the active seed for the daily seed, that window of time is when you should begin your project. That should be the inception of your project. With our example of starting a business, you would incorporate the business at that time. You would file the paperwork. If you're going to do a corporation, it's filing the articles of incorporation with the Secretary of State's office for your state. If it's going to be an LLC or a partnership or membership, you can file those relevant documents with your state, the Secretary of State's office as well. You begin the official life of your business during that window of time of the inception seed. If it's another project, let's say that you are writing a book or writing an article or doing something like that, and you know that with your method, what you do is you sit down at a computer, you open up word processing, you open up Microsoft Word, and you begin with chapter 1. So you begin that file during that window of time of the seed of inception for that daily seed. This is how you begin. You find the inception seed and you begin. Now there is that third method that did not involve the moon wings, and you're probably wondering what that actually means. Over the last several weeks, I've shown you maps, pictures of maps that show lines all over the place, bands of support based on your inception seed, your appellation seed, your mission seed, star lines, planetary lines, all of these that deal with harmonics. What Lantos is saying is you can examine the inception seed, the 81 different possible inception seeds, go through the entire process of the location harmonics, find the bands that will be most supportive for your location. If you're building a house and you're going to be building it in Wichita, Kansas, then you find the seed that has the bands of support going through Wichita, Kansas, or at least one band of support going through Wichita, Kansas. That is how you would be able to find the inception seed using the lines of support, the harmonics. But that's going to be very difficult for you. That would even be difficult for us. So let's focus on the first 2 methods, letting fly the moon wings. One at the gate, the other one at your home or some other location. Now, when you find your inception seed, you will go ahead and enliven that inception seed. Let's say that your next window of time for that seed number 20 in our example for the inception seed, for that seed to become the daily seed, the active daily seed. And it's in 2 weeks' time. So what do you do between now and then? You just make sure that you're prepared to begin the process. And then every day, you go ahead and enliven that seed number 20 for our example. You don't do it in the morning with the sunrise seeds. You don't do it in the evening with the sunset seeds. You do it at another time during the day. You enliven it every day. This brings light. This illumines your vision, it illumines the path, and it provides support for your endeavor, in this case the business. Then once that inception seed becomes active as the daily seed, that is the moment when you begin the process, when you start the inception of your new business, your new project. That is how you use this process. Now, let's focus one more aspect of this. Lantos said, I am the way is the intent that we should use when letting fly the moon wings. But he said something really interesting in that paragraph when he spoke about this and gave this instruction. Let's read that paragraph again. I am the way. This one intent may be applied when one is questioning the path. Any step along the path, any search for the greatest light and the highest direction may be realized through this singular, powerful intent. I am the way. I am the way. I am the way. So what does that mean? It means that this instruction, letting fly the moon wings, using the intent I am the way, is not just limited to starting a new endeavor, starting a new business, starting a new project. This is for anything that you want, any step along your path of any project or your path through life, any time where you need direction, any time where you want to know direction to the highest path, then you let fly the moon wings with the intent, I am the way. It will give you a seed, then you enliven that seed on the flying seed. That is a great instruction. Okay, everyone, let's do a quick review of our sunset seeds. The sunrise seeds haven't changed in a while, so I'm assuming you all know how to do those and that you've been doing them. Inception, Appellation, Mission seeds. For those of you who have been to the Gates of Knowledge, you have a permanent mission seed. It doesn't even change. Then you do your daily seed. That's it for the sunrise seeds. Your sunset seeds changed a few weeks ago because Lantos introduced the reflective seeds and the seed of hope. So what we do is we let fly the moon wings before we prepare to do our sunset seeds. We use the intent, I am hope, each time we let fly the moon wings 4 times. That gives us a seed. That is our seed of hope for that evening. But we don't put the wheel for that seed on the flying seed. Instead, we put it in our right hand, and the wheel of hope goes in our left hand. We create using the seed phrase for that seed of hope, even though we are holding the wheel for that seed of hope in our right hand. So we do that, then we set the wheel of hope back next to the flying seed, and we set aside that wheel for the seed of hope. We'll sleep with that under the pillow at night. Then we go ahead and do our reflective seeds. We do it in reverse order: mission, then appellation, then inception. And we have sent out to you the table of reflective seeds. If you don't have it, go ahead and call us and we'll email it to you again. Or look through your email archives. It was sent out to you a few weeks ago. And then this again is 3 to 5 minutes for each of these. So that's only about 12 to 20 minutes. You can do it in as little as 12 minutes before bed. Okay, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great week, and I will talk to you next week.